Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Smooth coming at you guys with another smooth YouTube video. So today we have a brand new Shinomiya that is coming to Kaiju No.8 the game, and let's just say she might be the best defender in the game. Pretty much. Aseo is definitely number 2. So before we get to the content, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Now, as you can see, basic info and tier for Sagan Shinomiya, dimensionally distorted destiny. She is a new 5-star you can get in the game. She is a blunt and fire type. She inflicts burn. Her role is defender, and you can only get her through the gacha. Clearly, hold on, let me where is she ranked on the reroll tier list, just out of curiosity? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. When I read her kit, I was like, oh, she's overwhelmingly in this top tier. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. All right, so where's her skill? Well, I don't want to get into no pros and no cons. Okay, so she protects allies with a taunt and shield. She's a highly effective defender who can provide valuable protection. Actually, hold on, I don't want this overview. I want her actual skills. Okay. Yeah, I want her actual skills. So deals blunt and fire damage equal to 34% of this unit's defense to a single kaiju. And then her combat skill is Proclamation of Battle. She has a 100% base chance to apply taunt 2 turns to all kaiju. Applies a shield 2 turns equal to 7% of this unit's defense, 40% to this unit. So I forgot which unit part applies defense stats, but I'm assuming if you give her as much defense as you can, all of her skills are going to be just ridiculously crazy. So before she attacks, she applies defense 16.9% for 2 turns to this unit. She applies attack 10.5% for 2 turns to all allies. Once I saw this in her kit, I said she's automatically in that very big, top tier, SS, Z tier type of character when she gives units attack. Then she deals blunt and fire damage equal to 70% of this unit's defense to all kaiju. Again, you just want to boost up her defense. Her follow-up skill, she deals blunt and fire damage equal to 77% of this unit's defense to a single kaiju. Then her passive skills, kindling inner flame. This is where it gets crazy. After receiving an attack, applies 1 stack of inner flame to this unit, maximum of 5 stacks. She counters the kaiju that attack this unit and deals blunt and fire damage equal to 32% of this unit's defense to the target. Inner flame, this unit's ultimate damage multiplier plus 11% and damage dealt 2.5. Not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna start re-rolling for her instead of Reno, because I think Reno was going to be in the general pool soon. And I think Gen does a very good job of breaking. I was trying to re-roll for Reno because I lost the account that I had a whole lot of Reno dupes on. But that boy Gen is ridiculously crazy. Additional passive skills. At least just her other passive skills. I won't get into all that because a lot of that is just straight up summon based, but her ascension priority, all you need is 1. Chat, all you need is 1 dupe. Same fighting spirit. Before activating ultimate, she applies crit. She gives allies crit. Sagan can increase crit damage for all allies at Ascension 1, which leads to an increase to all allies' firepower. So it's recommended to aim for A1 first. Additionally, at A4, she gets taunt duration +1, and at age 6 she grants a shield to all allies after her ultimate, allowing her to increase her support capabilities. Bro, she is so ridiculous. Okay, so now we can read over her description. So as the only other 5-star defender with both blunt and fire elements, Sagan is a highly versatile defender that counterattacks coming from her passive skill trigger both elements, so it's easier to reduce enemy resistance instead of powerful combos, protects allies with taunt and shield. She is a highly effective defender who can provide valuable protection to her allies by applying taunt to all enemy kaiju. When she uses her combat skill at Ascension level 4, the duration of her taunt is extended. At Ascension level 6, she gains the ability to give everybody shields. She can't revive. So that was the other thing about her that's so crazy. Not only is she a defender that can apply shields to everybody, but she can revive. Like, thanks to her passive skill, Pledge of Revival, Sagan can revive herself 1 time after being incapacitated. This is extremely valuable passive skill since it allows her to stay on the battlefield and continue protecting the squad, which is invaluable. Then she counterattacks, which is also crazy. Her passive skill enables her to counterattack enemies with a chance to inflict burn for extra damage. When she hits, she also gains an inner flame buff, which increases her overall damage and ultimate damage multiplier. The taunt ability from the use of her combat skill makes it easier to trigger these counterattacks, which makes her a valuable defender that's arguably better than ISO. It's not arguably, she's just clearly the better defender. Clearly. Like, it's only her, Akari, ISO, and then Koto. There's one more, 4-star. She boosts squad firing power. Sagan's ultimate grants an attack buff to all allies. At Ascension level 1, she gives them crit. This makes Sagan a valuable character who can contribute not only to your squad survival, but she also just boosts everybody's attack and crit. So recommended unit parts is the bone type, damage taken, damage reduction, enhance the shield of application and multiplier, and improve shield performance with increased defense. And then of course, armed you want defense, body you want ultimate gauge charge, effect hit rate, and then speed and fire damage dealt. So she is very, very, very busted, very crazily. What is the overall? I mean, she's in the SS tier because she's just so broken. So this is the new tier list. According to this wiki guide, Kaiju number 8 sits at the pinnacle of this game. Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit so you guys can see. Kaiju number 8 is at the pinnacle of this game. Duh. If you max him out, he's probably the best. Gen is so crazy. He is. Like, every time I reroll now, I just pick up Gen first. Obviously, in my head, I'm like, I'll probably pull Kaiju number 8 at some point. He's really not, I'm not in a rush to get Kaiju number 8 because I feel like he'll come to me naturally. But I am on probably my final reroll that I want to do because I am low-key burnt out on rerolling, not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna just stop rerolling and I'm gonna go for Gen. I'm gonna pick him up with my guaranteed 5-star, and then I'm going to go all in on Sagan Shinomiya because I think that she should be future proof, because as you can see on this list, we only have 1, 2, I think she's a defender, and you. Aren't you the other defender? Aren't you? Yes, he's the other defender. Okay. So it's 1, 2, then 3, 4. There's only 2 5-star defenders. Everybody else is an attacker up here. Yeah, so we only got 2 5-star defenders now. This, oh, her kit is so crazy. And this, I believe, is from left to right. So Kaiju No.8 being number 1, Gin being number 2, Reno being number 3, and then Sagan Shinomiya probably being number 4. I'm assuming they going left to right. But then again, it doesn't make any sense because I probably would have Shinomiya up here in front of Kikuro. Kaiju No.8 is probably the best unit in this game. But you can't give him any unit parts or weapons. So then it comes down to these 3. Which only comes down to these 2. Which is Gin and Reno. And I've seen the community split on these 2. Everybody fights over who's the best damage dealer. They're both crazy.